I love combing through old weather data. When I worked at the Franklin Institute Science Museum in Philadelphia, I had access to data from as far back as the 1830s, and trips to the Smithsonian in Washington took me back into the late 1700s. So I was excited to learn recently about a project aimed at preserving old weather data. The Zooniverse project is a citizens science crowdsourcing initiative where volunteers can get involved in online scientific research projects in astronomy, meteorology, history, nature, and biology. Doing research via crowdsourcing has two main advantages. It allows a lot more work to get done, and with many people involved, it reduces the probability of errors being made. I'd like to talk about two Zooniverse projects that are related to weather and climate. I'll start with the website oldweather.org, which aims to fill in some of the gaps in weather observations from the past over the oceans, which cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface. Modern technologies such as satellites and buoys have given us a much better handle on such observations in the last 50 years or so, but what about before that? Well, weather observations have been recorded by mariners in their ships' logbooks all over the globe in the last few centuries, particularly air temperature and pressure measurements. And at least 250,000 of these logbooks sit in U.S. libraries, with many thousands more overseas, collectively representing billions of weather observations. And these data are trustworthy. The observers were well-educated sailors and officers, and it was actually an offense to falsify a log. These books need to be digitized, but no computer algorithm exists yet to accurately interpret the subtleties of human handwriting. And that's where you're invited to help, by poring through logbooks from various ships and entering the weather observations into a database, with each logbook being viewed by more than one person, reducing the chance for mistakes. So far, citizen scientists have transcribed more than 43,000 pages of mariners' logbooks, and this data has been used to reconstruct weather maps dating back to the 1850s. The other Zooniverse weather-related project is housed at the website CycloneCenter.org and involves looking back at more than 30 years of tropical storms and hurricanes. The idea is that the current database of global tropical cyclones has lots of ambiguities because procedures to analyze tropical storm and hurricane intensity vary around the world and have changed over time. Because patterns in storm imagery are best recognized by the human eye, volunteers are being asked to look at satellite images from all over the globe and answer a set of questions as part of a technique for estimating the maximum surface wind speed, the result being an improved global tropical cyclone database. Hard to believe, but tropical season in the Atlantic starts in less than 3 weeks, while tropical season in the Eastern Pacific officially begins tomorrow. Paul Knight is back next with the extended forecast.